Hello and welcome back to QCraft with me, DZMaven. It's been a little while, and I've actually went on vacation during the weekend. I'll talk a little bit about that in a bit here. But today is the time. Time is upon us now. Oop, a real close-up of me. Let me go back into first person here. I always keep pressing the wrong button here. There we go. There's a few other people on the server right now. Wounded is on. Sexy Mandragon is on. Sexy Mandragon is our newest member. He joined last week, and he's already done quite a number of builds already. That tower over there happens to be his house right there. And he also helped bring out building this generator building, which has a cobblestone generator and a obsidian generator in it. And it's actually pretty neat. It's a pretty good design here. Here, I like it. And Mr. 2 Feet is on as well right now. And everybody's kind of at work doing a little bit of cleaning up right now. There was some cobblestone there. I don't know what that was, but Wounded is cleaning that up right now. And while I was away on the weekend, somebody decided to have a little bit of fun here and put a bunch of cobblestone penises all over the place here. So people are trying to clean this up right now. So, but anyway, this is all right because I'm going to be up here anyway, because today is the day where I am going to start on the roof here. So that means this is going to come down. It burnt to a crisp while fighting Mr. 2 Feet. Too bad. So, I do believe I have all the materials that I need now for this. Now the roof is mostly going to be made out of nether brick. And I've gathered up enough of it now, I think. So I don't think I will have to make any runs back to the nether to get anything else. And I'm also going to have a little bit of hardened clay, red dye clear. This is all the material I've gathered up, and this should be all I need. Like I said, it's going to be mostly nether brick. I have a ladder to probably get up there, because I might have a little bit of an attic space. Use some redstone lamps and nether brick fence. Add some lighting. Lighting is going to be done with the redstone lamps, I mean. But nether brick fence and the red stained clay is going to be used for detailing up there. So what I'm going to do first, and I'm going to start on a little way to get up there easily. That's not obtrusive. Oh, and this little platform I kind of built in the middle of this chamber of my room here, because I've been using my house to fight Endermen kind of during the nighttime, so I can usually spot them on my balcony. And what are you looking at, Mr. 2 Feet? Looking at my wheat farm? Usually I'll spot Endermen in the distance, and I'll try and get their attention and have them come up here and fight them and just kind of hit their feet. If they come up here, this is where I go. If they come down here, I find they usually get stuck behind the fencing right here. Then I can stand on the stairs and hit them in the head. Or if they spawn on the other side of the wall here, I can actually hit them through the gaps in the wall here. So that's what I usually do at night around here. But I need to get going on the roof here. I think this is probably going to be my way up here. So let me put some of this stuff on my bars. I'm not going to need this shovel. Sexy Mandragon is slain by a zombie. And I guess I'm going to have to turn that off. Get that out of the way. Oh, I guess I have to take this block out. Just for a more reasonable way to get up here. There we go. Oh, and I fell. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but oh. So I had to go back and review my test world of how I had set this up, because I actually set up the I actually tested out my design for the roof in one of my test worlds, just to see how it would work out. It worked out pretty well. Get the switches, take the rest of the lamps. That should be everything. So besides that, I know Mr. Gill's done a lot of work over near the fountain and behind Sexy Mandragon's tower. He keeps dying, apparently. He's not good at fighting zombies, I guess, but I guess he'll learn. But anyway. Oh, I'm probably definitely going to need more network stairs. Let me go back and make some real quick here. Because I thought I had more than that. Make some more here real quick. More. I got plenty of blocks. I don't really need the blocks so much. That should be enough. Okay. Let me get up here. So the way this starts out is it's going to be stairs like that. They're going to hang off the edge here. This is going to start it out. And I guess I'm just going to keep going around here. So anyway, the weekend. What I did was I went to a racetrack. It's called Virginia International Raceway, and I do live in Virginia. And they had the Heacock Gold Vintage Car Show and Race was going on. And it's something I usually like to go to each year, because I really find it pretty neat to go see and do, because there's a whole bunch of variety of different cars that people bring to drive there. It is mostly vintage, but not all of the cars are really old. Now, I know this year they kind of crossed over with the Trans Am racing group. So the Trans Am racing group was there also this year. So we got to see their race there, which was round 8. And they're going to be moving on to Road Atlanta next after this. Come on, stairs, get in there. Yep. Actually, I wonder if I should have made this one level up. Should I have done that? You know what? I'm going to have to go down and look, see how that looks now. You know what? Yeah, I think I'm going to have to bring that up to one level, because I want to see the wood. Yeah, I'm not thinking ahead too well here. But anyway, the races were actually very neat. Like I said, there's a variety of cars people bring to that event. I mean, there was a couple people who were racing. One person had a 55 Corvette, and another person had a 58 Corvette. And those are generally cars people generally don't bring to a racetrack, but I mean, Some people do because some people have money. And by the way, I mean, this sort of racing event, I mean, usually does attract a lot of rich, wealthy people, by the way. Because I guess you really have to have the money to afford to be able to do this sort of thing. But it's all for entertainment. I'm going to use dirt here to try and set this up a little bit for me. Here, just to make it a little easier. I do want to see the wood log, so that's why I want to raise this up one more block. And let's see, what are interesting cars were there? Yeah, there was somebody racing a Ford Pinto. I mean, you normally don't think of that as a racing car either, but I mean, somebody had a Pinto out there. Of course, it was heavily modified, so it wasn't like anybody was going to like run into the rear end of it and blow it up or anything. And I don't think it was particularly fast in the class that it was in. So, but it was still pretty neat to see anyway. I mean, a lot of people will use vintage race cars, which are a lot of there's a whole class dedicated to open-wheeled race cars, and there's a class of S2000, which is mostly the smaller, cheaper, kind of wedge-shaped cars. There's a whole class dedicated to that in there, and there's a class dedicated to vintage Formula One cars, mostly from the 80s and 90s. So I got to see that, and a lot of those cars are actually very quick, even though they're pretty old. And let's see what else there is. I mean, there's the classic vintage classes where people basically race small, light coupes, like MGBs and some Alfa Romeos and BMW 2002s, and midgets and Triumphs. A lot of the little British sports cars, and there was only one Mini Cooper there this year. Usually I see a few more of those, but there was only one this year. And then you get into the much more powerful race cars. There are some almost NASCAR level cars that some people bring to these races here. And then there's a group of the much more powerful cars like the Lolas. I mean, there's a whole different variety of Lola race cars. But I mean, but especially the more powerful ones like the T77 and the Mark IIIs. Those are really powerful cars. They're also quite loud as well. I mean, they pretty much will almost blow your eardrums out when they drive by you. They really are that loud. And okay, I made stairs. That's what I need. Lots and lots of stairs. It's mostly going to be stairs and slabs here. What I need. And a stop collision. And at these at this type of racing event, there's usually going to be one car that's going to be the star of the show. Hey, Zernabog, he's down there. Keep him watch at the door. But there's going to be one car that's going to be like the star of the show, and not surprisingly enough, it was the same one as last year. There's a certain guy who owns one of the actual Audi R8 race cars, and no, I'm not talking about that Audi R8. I'm talking about the actual Audi R8 race car, the Le Mans prototype. And that was there, I know, at the Heathcock last year, and it was here again this year. And that car is always the show stealer car. It happens to be one of the fastest cars on the track, and during the years of between the years of I think of 2001 to about 2005, the R8 race car was really the top of the line race car for about 5 years. I mean, the only thing that would compete with it was probably a Formula One car. I mean, that type of car can has a top speed usually about 210 miles per hour, and the full course of VIR is 3.27 miles in length, and it usually makes a lap at about a minute 48, and that's actually a very quick time for that course. And I don't think there was any other car at that event that even came. I mean, there were cars that came close. There were some of the big high horsepower Roush Mustangs usually do about a minute 50 going around it, but the Audi R8 LMP does it in about 148 consistently. And I do believe if I recall correctly, the actual lap record for VIR is about a 135, and that was with a modern LMP car, a Acura ARX. I don't remember exactly which one, but I think that record was made like last year. So even for a car that's like probably over 10 years old, it's still one of the best damn racing cars around. And to be able to actually see it on the track in action is actually quite a blessing, actually. So. And before anybody asks, you're probably wondering, did I get to do any driving on the track? And the answer would be yes, I did. There is you can register for the parade laps, so you can drive on the track during the lunch hour breaks. There. Let's see, is this all coming together correctly? Slab. Actually, no, that's not correct. It's not supposed to be stairs there. But yeah, the car I usually bring to these racing events is my Miata. Yes, I do own a Miata. It's a 99 Miata. It's white, tan rooftop. It does have a limited slip differential in it. And I got a nice set of summer tires on it. So it actually handles quite well on a track like that. And VIR is one of the more challenging road courses to take on. Even if you're driving slow, it can still throw you for a loop in a few places here. There is one section called the roller coaster. The roller coaster, which is modeled after the corkscrew from Mazda's Laguna Seca Raceway. I mean, it's not quite as sharp a bend as the corkscrew, but it's still supposed to be one of the more intimidating parts of the track, but I've never really had that much trouble with it. I mean, I guess I never really take it at full speed during the parade laps. Usually I have to be more careful around the horseshoe and NASCAR bend and the left hook area. And surprisingly enough, that's where a lot of other racers tend to derp up, I suppose. Because you see even the professional racers, which sometimes when they start getting serious, it's usually those corners which are kind of right around the beginning of the course. Those are the places where people will spin out quite a lot. So let's see here. I got slabs there, and this needs to come out for another section of slabs here. And I'm going to need to make some more. slabs. Slabs and stairs. Give me slabs. Like I said, I don't really need the blocks so much. It's the slabs and stairs that I need. So anyway, that was pretty much my weekend. It takes me about a almost a 5-hour drive to get there, so it's a pretty long drive. So I mean, I didn't get back until late Sunday night, and I was just pretty tired. So I just kind of chilled out when I got back. So, but yeah, that was my weekend. That's what I did. So I'm probably going to keep at this here, and I will cut back when I've made a little bit more progress here. Actually, you know what? I think the next step here. Let me see here. Yeah, the next step is going to be, I'm going to have a section of lamps here. Okay, so why don't I do that first before I cut out? I'm going to have a lamp right there. The lamps in the corners here. And it's going to be separated by this red stained clay. Now I kind of would like to have a lamp in the middle here. See if I can do it. Yes. Right there. There. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe I'll have 2. Since the building is a little bit longer, do that. This is to provide a little bit of detail lighting, but also to kind of provide light up here just to just kind of reduce the potential for mobs to spawn up here. Yeah, I think that'll work though. I mean, the model I built in my test world was a little bit smaller than my rooftop area, so I have to kind of compensate for this a little bit here. Now I need to get my switches on here. I need to make some more redstone lamps though, pretty sure. There we go. Let's see what comes next. Another layer of slabs. And might want to have my dirt on me. And build my way up. Oh, I gotta get these ones in the corner too. Let's see, these I'm gonna have to get from underneath. Yeah, just no way around it. Whoa! I fell through my stairs. There we go. Be right at the corner there. There we go. I'll probably fix this roof when I'm done here. Probably need to get rid of the dirt also. Yep. See, I think I can probably put that back. Yep. Let's see, what do I need to make? Probably more redstone lamps. I think I'm good on the clay. Okay. I will cut back here in a bit when I made a little bit more progress and gathered up a little bit more materials. Alright guys, and I'm back. Here's where I am at now. I've got 2 levels of the redstone lamps. Kind of at the edge here. This is the accent edge that I was talking about here. Corners and in the middle have a redstone lamp and a little strip of red here on the inside edge showing. And this is from hardened clay, red stained hardened clay. And I'm up to here now. So here I am. Here I am at the top now, and I have a little bit of a dilemma here. It seems like due to the way my house is designed here, I have a even number of blocks on this side and that side, and a odd number of blocks on the front and back. So I wanted to have like a little square tower coming up the middle here, but unfortunately I'm not going to be able to center it up the way I want it. So I kind of have to decide, do I want it to have it a little bit towards the front end or a little bit towards the back end. Since it seems like I have most of my stuff, the way it seems like my house is situated to be a little back heavy in the end, I guess I might have it situated towards the front end, so you can see it better coming in, I guess. So I guess I might try doing it like that here. I think the way I had it set up was gonna start out with. It might look a little weird here like that, but I'm gonna try it out here, see how this works. Actually, no, wait, I take that back. It's not gonna be redstone lamps here. Let me put slabs here first. And let me use the rest of my clay, and I threw my slabs away. Come back. And I have a layer of clay. Oh no, I'm out. I think I got some more. I got regular clay. And only a little bit of red dye. Oh, I got flowers. Yep. That should be all I need. Inventory's full. Okay, we'll get rid of cobblestone. Oops. Can't get up. Okay. That's gonna have blocks. And here is the only part where I need to use blocks. It's right here. Let me place a block here so I can get up. I can't jump up on. Oh, I can't jump up on these because I'm on half slabs. Okay, use a ladder. There we go. And let's see. I get in here. That there. Put a block right there. Maybe redstone lamp there, 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 and there. And I need my fence. In the corners right here. And then I'm going to have stairs. Where's my stairs? There you are. Right there. And connect them on the edges. Whoa, no, no, no. Try again. There we go. Come on, get in there. And I guess I'll just use another redstone block because that's going to be right there. And I'm going to have a pole here. Not sure how tall I'm going to make it. Maybe about that tall. We'll probably make it taller, I think. Yeah, I probably could make it taller. Whoop, what did I do? Oh, I placed a block underneath it. Okay. Let's just go up here. Need my lightning rod. See, I didn't have anything particular to put in mind up here. Hmm. Oh yeah, okay. I remember what I was going to put up here. I had a liver skull before that I was planning to put up here, but due to a slight glitch in the server, I kind of lost it. So I guess that'll just have to be done at another time. Then I suppose. So let me get rid of all this. And I think that should be about it for the roof. Let's see if I can find my way down safely here. How am I going to get down now? Ooh, can I jump on my horse from up here? I think that's possible to do. Only got 11 levels, right? Oh, nope, didn't work. Only took 2 hearts, heart and half the damage. Okay, so I gotta start cleaning up here, because I got a mess up here. Okay, I cleaned up my inventory. Let's open the door. Let's take a look and see how this looks here. No, it doesn't look bad. Wondering if I should yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Zombie villager right in the noggin. Alright, guys, I guess that's going to be an episode. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time on QCraft. Don't know what I'm going to do for the next episode, but I'm sure it will be something entertaining and interesting. So, hang tight, have a good night, and take care. Bye-bye.